All right, here we are. There she is. Props to paradise. Straight from FlightSim.to. There's a developer's name who did this. Is responsible for several other Silver Airways liveries. This is the brand new one. Nice job, sweet. I love how they put how he put the props to paradise here. Yeah, sweet new livery on the ATR-72. I know they don't. I don't believe they have any of these liveries on the 42 yet. So, a lot of fun. We're gonna take this one. This one has actually run some flights from Pensacola to Orlando, and that's what we're doing today. We're sitting in Pensacola. We splurged. We popped the $21 down to get Pensacola. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, I can see somebody walking around in there. Look at somebody walking around in there. They got the TV screens. I mean, you know, and then this gate is extremely realistic for Silver Airways. Gate 11, so it's the bottom floor down here. So you can see people waiting down here on the bottom floor. Top floor would be gate 12. So, yeah. Nice job. Nice job on the airport. Kind of love the layout. You know, you got your general aviation hangars over there. Got a couple hangars open. ATC area looks great. Looks like you got some buildings out there in Pensacola. A couple hangars out here. Some antenna. Yeah, I mean, nice job. We're going to be doing a lot more flying probably on this route. It's a fun route. We also go from Tampa to Pensacola. It's the farthest west route for Silver Airways. So anyway, we are working on a new procedures checklist. So we are actually starting in hotel mode, which we do like. There's some advantages to that. One, it's what I've seen so far is that there's less errors on the ATR on the startup, the whole startup procedure, because startup sometimes is fussy and wonky. Sometimes you get there, you get your clearance, and oh, too bad, engine number 1 won't start. Or you can't. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, and I can't blame the developer. Maybe it's me, I don't know. So I'm just preferring to start in hotel mode. So we're creating a procedure off of hotel mode. Could we go cold and start? Absolutely. Cold and dark, I mean, to start it? Absolutely. But we're going to try doing hotel modes. So let's get cracking. Let's go ahead and clean up the overhead. For starters, I don't think we have done anything. I don't have any settings. I don't have any default settings here. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit Control Alt 2. Okay. Let's go back to perfect. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up the overhead. So fuel pump, the left fuel pump is on, beacon, and we just kind of come up here, come on down, beacon, wing, come on up, flip that to off. Come on all the way over here. Let's test. Come on down. Make sure we're armed. Yep, we're armed. Come on up. Windshield heating, let's get that off. Hydraulics feed, cross feed on. Okay, let's come up here. Let's get the lights to bright. And let's go oxygen supply on. This is verify. We're over at 1.4. Perfect. Good. All right, now let's go to the EFB. Don't have that set on a deal, but that's okay. So we're gonna import our OFP. Terrific. We're gonna set the flight plan. We're gonna set the fuel, set the payload. Now we're gonna load. I like doing 0 fuel weight. Boom. So we got 2,889 kilos of fuel aboard. Close, and then I had to hit the set trim. I like hitting set trim there. ACARS flight, now that we've fueled us up, so let's go ahead and hit the ACARS. We got company ACARS pulled up. You guys can't see it, but we have it. I wonder if you can see it. No, that's VPilot, VBase. No. Okay, that's fine. Got to take our word for it. We did company ACARS for Silver Airways Virtual. Done. All right, moving on to the next page. Set comms and navs. Comms and navs, comms and navs. So towers 119er point. I don't think we don't have. There is no center right now, so we'll have to be self-reporting on CTAF, which I think I've heard that they've extended, which I think is a good thing. I don't know. Leave a comment whether you like the CTAF or whether you'd prefer 122.8. I like CTAF considering, you know, we fly in Fort Lauderdale. Think about it. Fly in Fort Lauderdale. You got Fort Lauderdale Executive. You got Miami, Palm Beach, all within pretty much radio distance, right? And so if you got somebody out there just making position reports and they're not crisp and they're not saying that they're going into Fort Lauderdale or Fort Lauderdale traffic, but they're really flying into Miami or Palm Beach, and you just have no idea. So now then you have to look at VATSIM. All right, I digress. So let's go ahead and I like it. Leave a comment. Do you like it or not? Of course, I think it's just USA doing it. VATSIM USA. What's our ATIS? 121.25. So we found out if you want to hear it, you got to push in the button down here. Push the button in, and then you got to turn up the volume, and then you'll get it. Now on VPilot, I wonder if I can go to VPilot. Alright, so now you guys can see VPilot. You can see the RX on COM 2. If we go ahead and turn off the volume, watch this. You can just turn it all the way down. We just lost the RX. Can you see it? We just lost the RX on COM 2 on the VPilot. So you want to hear, go ahead and put it there. Right now we don't have anybody on tower or ATIS, but we're going to go with it. Navs, I do think we'll set up the VOR. Do we have one on the field? We don't have one on the field, but coming up to here, Santa Rosa, Crestview. Mariano. Got quite a few, actually. Alright, 115.9er. We could really knock ourselves out. Let's do our first waypoint out here. That I mean first waypoint in that it's on our flight plan. This Seminole is on our flight plan. 117.5. Okay, navs are done. Let's go ahead and set up the bearings. All right, ATIS or METAR. Let's go ahead and pull them down really quick. All right, so here we go. We're sitting at 060 or 030 at 6. 030 at 6. Sorry guys. 10 statute miles, broken 2800. So we are marginal. And what's the next one? Overcast 3800. So we're marginal VFR. We're going to 13,000 feet today. We previously have been cleared out at 3,000 and then vectored, but then and then from there cleared to a higher and cleared to our cruising in 10 minutes or less usually, but we'll just keep it going. But we'll use that as our proxy because I don't have a PDC and I don't have anyone online right now. We do have a squawk code. That's about it. Okay, so what does Orlando look like? Orlando is 160 at 10 statute miles. We've just got a few and scattered, so nothing really to write home about. 299 but the skinny is we're going to be landing to the south. So, okay, so we got our ATIS and METAR. What's going to be our expected taxi out of here? Let's go ahead and since we're pointed in this direction, we'll go. We're going to taxi to runway 8, and it's going to be the via A Alpha 7 Bravo 1. Okay. There's no SID, so we're just going to do an on course. We'll do runway heading and then on course shortly thereafter. I wonder if this is one of the ones that we should put the LNAV down here. I don't know. I always get concerned about arming the LNAV. But we might try it just to see what happens on the on course. I bet you it moves us in. All right, transponder, we've got 5513. We could try it. I'm more of a little bit of a manual guy. Go out heading, and okay, once we're cleared, or even if it's on course, once we get up to the certain altitude, you know, once we get to 400, 500 feet above AGL, then hit direct to and go. But this would help us on an if we have an on course departure, right? Okay, request IFR clearance. Well, we can't. So we're going to be cleared to Orlando, radar vectors to INBRD, then as filed, altitude, climb and maintain 3,000 feet, expect 13,000 in 10 minutes. Frequency is going to be Unicom 122.8 for departure, and transponder is 5513 for the squawk. Read back correct. Thank you. All right, so that is our clearance. So let's go ahead and set our transponder. 5513 given to us by the auto. Whoa. You know something that I don't see. TCAS is auto. We need something in our deal would be to put on the lights. Wouldn't that be nice? Hold on, I'm just writing down some changes already to our procedures. Okay. All right. Sorry it's taking us a little longer. I know we're starting a hotel mode and it's taking us even longer. Set the altimeter. So what do we say it was? It was 903. Okay, 903. Let me go ahead and shorten this up. Let's take out VPilot. Okay, 903. We got it there. Let's go ahead. We're going to go to 3000 that we have our clearance. We're going to go heading. We're going to go IAS. And we're going to arm the nav. Arm the LNAV. This should be very interesting. We haven't done this before. Alright. 200 initial altitude. Good. Heading bug. Set to the runway. So we're going to be going to runway 8, and it is on the nose. 080. Bam. Okay. That is set. Okay, let's go to the FMS. Let's tackle the in it to win it. Check the weights. Weights are what we want. Perf int. Okay, we're going to be going to 13,000. Can you guys see this? Let me zoom in. I always forget. Okay, Tampa. Okay, Tampa. And if we had to go in that direction, it'd be even. So let's just go 4,000 feet. Uh-oh. And there we go. Next? No. So perf in it, it's good. Let's go to flight plan in it. Okay, good. We're good. Let's just go to flight plan. Let me go back actually. Let me check something out. Ident. Flight ID 68. We're not really 68. We're sober like 68. Yeah. Okay. Okay, KPNS. Everyone take a look at this. See INBRD. You see it? No, you don't. Sid. Is there a trans? No. Sid? No. X. You just lost your first waypoint. Anybody know? Anybody know why? It's annoying as all. Gotta put it back. Not sure why. And sometimes there's two MCOs, but this one is not, and I find it interesting. We're going to be coming in on the Shrek. I think we're going to be landing south. And what did I say we were going to expect? Let's go to ATIS for MCO, arrivals, RNAV visual, approach 17 left. We better, let's do that. Let's set up the RNAV for 17 left. We're going to be coming in on the Shrek. Oh, a VIA. Are we doing a VIA? I'm going to do none. And we can always change it. There's INBRD. We got a lot of waypoints on this Victor 198. You could see it, Victor 198, just a ton of waypoints. just a ton. And then we have Seminole, and then we have BITTE, and then we have the discontinuity picking up with Shrek. I'm not so sure we need that discontinuity. We filed a flight plan. So yeah, it's direct, so let's go ahead and knock it out. Shrek. Good. And then there's Stinky. Oh, just awful. Awful. What about this discontinuity? No, not after the manual. Manual will be vectored around, or vectored in, to 17 left RNAV. So, alright. That looks good. Let's go to the perf page. Here we go, takeoff. Runway 8, it's going to be 7,000 feet. V1's 113. Okay, V2's 113. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. Nope, that's it. That's all we need to do right now. Alright, so let's do pre-push. Pre-push. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Let's go back. Pre-push. Everyone's loaded up, so let's go ahead and get everything closed up. We don't need ground power anymore. We don't need our wheel cocks anymore. Alright, so passengers have boarded. Perf. Confirm. 113 all the way across. We got the cyan. And then we're going to go ahead and put it on auto. So we got the magenta. Reset the fuel used. Probably not a good idea. I probably shouldn't have done that because we are using fuel on hotel. So we have used more on the right side. So I probably shouldn't have just done that. We're burning 10. What is that? Let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, what is that? 0.1 kilograms per minute. Yeah. Okay. Not a whole lot. But I probably shouldn't have hit the reset. Okay, we confirmed the blue. Let's confirm our trim. Good. All right. All the doors are closed. The tail prop is closed. Good. All right. Pre-push, I believe, is done. Yeah. So request clearance for push. All right. Nobody. So we're not gonna push here. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. What should we do? Yeah, I think we should because we've got this deal in our way, and let's go ahead and push. I think it's good practice too. All right, we remove the cocks. Let's go ahead. Part of the... Okay, let's stick to our plan. Off. Let's go ahead and hit the parking brake. Let's go ahead and pre-plan our push. Ambitious pilots makes this very simple. Wow, you can see all the... Huh, that's amazing. Okay, let's request a pushback. We're going to unhold. Away we go. Okay, we have the before prop checklist. So CDLs are on, which I think are back here. They're on. FMS and takeoff data. Yep, it's looking good. Trim is fine. Tail prop is on board. Doors are confirmed closed. Seatbelts. Seatbelts are on and beacon is on. Before prop check. before prop checklist is complete. Alright, so let's go ahead and set our parking brake. Thank you guys. Let's go ahead and put down our nose wheel steering. Much appreciated. Let's just go ahead and see if we're clear. Everyone's clear of engine 2. Good. So clear of engine 2. Thanks, ambitious pilots. Okay, let's go ahead and get the hydraulics. Hydraulic pump on. And we're going to go ahead and uncage the prop. We have unlocked. We have rotation. Fantastic. Condition lever 2. MP's over 10. Condition lever 2 to auto. Single channel is off. And we have low pitch. Hooray! Okay, let's go and get number 1 on. Let's go to start B this time. We have starter is on and engaged. We are now over 10. Condition lever 1 to feather. Positive fuel flow. Pressure's rising. Pressure's in the green. ITT's rising. ITT is coming back nicely. Normal ITT. And we're now over 10 on the MP. Condition lever 1 to auto. Good. True. Let's get. We don't have any need for anti-ice right now. Yeah, 23 degrees centigrade. Yeah, we're not. Celsius, whatever. Let's get our taxi light on. Before taxi checklist. FWS recall. Cockpit comm hatch. It's closed. Condition levers 1 and 2 auto. Anti-icing. Not required. True. On and checked. Anti-skid. So we have F's all the way across here. We should go ends. Novembers. Let's see. 4 Novembers. There we go. We're good. Flaps 15. 15. Only 2 flap settings in the 72. 15 and 35. 30? 30, yeah. Okay, flaps. Nose wheel steering is on. Before taxi checklist is complete, let's get our feet on the brakes. Let's go ahead and flip off our parking brake. Taxi light is on. Brakes, let's give a little bit of gas. Brakes do work. Alright, set and check. Not sure. I have to figure out what that really is. Takeoff config performed. Okay. We'll pull up the before. Let's go ahead and request our taxi clearance. Let's go ahead and let everybody know what we're doing and where we're at. Pensacola traffic, Silver Wing 68, taxiing to runway 8 via Alpha 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Pensacola. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to be, takeoff briefing, we're going to be taking off at runway 8. conditions are dry. Runway length will be 7,000 feet. It will be V1 will be 113. V rotate will be also 113. If we have any issues, loss of power, extreme yawing prior to V1, we will cut power and abort takeoff, come to a stop. Let's go ahead and get a little more juice. I like that they have this runway line here, or excuse me, taxiway line for Bravo. So it goes from A7 right to Bravo. I mean, it kind of looks wet. I don't know. Is that wet? I didn't see any rain. But anyway. Yeah, but once we get into the air, past rotate, if we do lose an engine, we'll go ahead and continue our climb out. 113, no, 122, excuse me, will be our climb out. And then we will level out at 3,000 and then go through the checklist and more likely come back for, well, we do have room to do a visual to come back to runway 8. So that should not be an issue. But we also have, we could come back left traffic and come back runway 17 as well, which is what we will do. We will make left traffic. Okay, that's our briefing. Let's get our gust lock off. We were here quick. Left, right, down, back, left, rudder, right, rudder, left, rudder, neutral. And how does left spoiler green, right spoiler green? Okay. Okay, gust lock flight controls are free and correct. Transponder, let's just verify. On. Boost function, we don't need it. Airflow is normal. Cabin crew, advised. Engine bleeds are normal. External lights, let's go ahead and get them on. Landing lights, boom, boom. Strobes on. Lateral flight director bar, yep, it's alive. And let's reset. Okay, we're set before takeoff. Checklist is complete. Okay, so we are good here. Let's just make sure there's a couple other things that we need to do. Let's set our map. Let's go to standby. Let's test really quick. And then let's go on. Give us a little bit of up deflection. Okay, we're good. Pensacola traffic, Silverwing 68 taking runway 8 for the departure to the northeast. Pensacola. So I'll be curious to see if we just go automatically to nav. I don't mind it if we don't. Okay, runway 8 is confirmed. Let me zoom out a little bit. Chrono. Alright, yeah, boy, it's a pretty extreme turn here to the left, so let's see what happens, shall we? Let's go to the notch. Notch is in. Engine instruments look good. Brakes released. Winds are coming off our left nose, just like we planned. 10 knots. We have a little left roll. Airspeed's alive. Whoa, a little too much roll. Airspeed's alive. My airplane, we're gonna approaching V1, rotate, gear, yaw damper, taxi light. LNAV is on. And there we go. There's the turn at 400 feet. I'm not even on autopilot. How does that happen? Flaps up. That was interesting. So it's in an altitude that we're going to make our left turn. I wonder if that was just me making a left-hand turn in my subconscious. Because now here comes the left turn. That's really interesting. So we had 1619 is when we're going to be making our left-hand turn. I wonder what the acceleration was supposed to be. Acceleration altitude when we should go to climb. Anyway, after takeoff, landing gear is up, flaps are up, power management is to climb, engine bleeds, they're on, taxi takeoff lights are off, altimeters are set, after takeoff checklist is complete. Yeah, so goodness gracious. So it was kind of a moving target, which I find interesting. So once we got to 1600, that's when they're going to make the turn. So that's a good thing to know. It would have kept us on. Yeah, I mean, as soon as we go to autopilot, then it knows once we get to 16. So it's a moving target. So as soon as we get to 1600 feet, it's going to turn. Learn something every time. Not sure why we are. Oh yes. Let's go ahead and let everybody know. Pensacola traffic, Silverwing 68, clear runway 8, 3,000 feet, departing airspace to the northeast. Pensacola. All right, let's go ahead and get up there. And let's try to go IAS. I knew that would be, I mean, that's 2,200 foot per minute. I knew it going to IAS. Probably be a shocker because we were so fast on our speed. Everyone's ears are popping. So that was an on-course, for us, that was an on-course departure. But I don't know, maybe I definitely was premature. I'm wondering if I wasn't flying, I'll have to look to see at the film if I was flying the flight director and if it decided to go left, or if the flight director was, you know, or I instinctively was trying to follow it myself, you know, following the magenta line on the map. Either way, it certainly wasn't textbook. Either way. For sure. Should have done this earlier. Let's take a shortcut, shall we? Shall we? How about the fun? That sounds fun. Clear directed to fund. Here we go. I'm sure it's short for Defuniak Springs. Let's zoom on in. I don't think we'll... Not much to see here. Pretty gray. Just clear me to BITTE. Anyway. So that was the first time we'd ever armed the LNAV because we were trying to simulate an on-course departure. We knew we had to turn left at some point. But now we know that it's going to turn left at 1,600 feet. I wonder on the perf page. Doesn't tell us what our acceleration altitude would be or our climb altitude. You know, when we go from takeoff to climb. I'm just assuming it's 400, 500 feet. I'm not so sure where we would find that data, or if there's a separate calculator off the simulator somewhere that we use. Because I don't think I've seen it. Oh, that's interesting. Got a little bit of a tailwind. Oh no, that's interesting. Well, estimated fuel on board. $605. I'm not sure what these numbers are here. They look like they're like screwed up. Gross weight takeoff. I don't know what these represent for the alternate Tampa. I really don't. Oh, here we are. All right, 10,000 feet. Take the landing light off. Get the seatbelt light off. Yanni Heisler. let's look around. Database, airport, navigate, waypoint, co-route. Interesting. Timers. Local time. Oh, 9:44 local time. So that is, I think that's Central. Yeah, because that's 5 hours difference onto the Zulu time. So that's interesting. Oh, there's a timer for elapsed time. But we've got 12 minutes and 18 seconds. So it's not linked. Nav frequency, database, okay. Huh. So you could do that with the data menu. Prague. So 1615. 340 miles. Estimated fuel on board should be 935. Pensacola just went IFR. And probably was IFR when we took off. I don't know. It didn't look like it. What are the conditions? Broken 800 feet. We just did not experience that, I don't believe. Not at all. Marginal, yeah, but we did not experience broken 800 feet. We experienced winds at 040 at 10. This plane is slow. Just saying. Alright, here we go. I'm going to say the 42 gets up there quicker. I mean, I don't know really what the difference is in the engines. You know, obviously this is a bigger airplane. It's seating, what, 72 versus 42, or 48 versus 78, something like that, right? So it's a different stack. It's kind of interesting how we've kind of busted through 13. Why is that? We're still at Alt Star. I'm not sure why we busted through 13. We're still climbing. All right, let's go cruise. Alt Star again. You know what? Oh, VSU, man. Get yourself down. Get yourself down to 13. Well, I thought our checklist worked out well. It was abbreviated. We'll get a lot faster at it. But, yeah. Could I do cold and dark? Sure. But here it just seemed a little bit more logical. I mean, there's things that we didn't do. Like, you know, some tests that we didn't do. Obviously, smoke tests, SW tests. We didn't test the engine 1 and engine 2 fires. You know, I mean, There's some things we didn't do, right? I'm thinking maybe the first officer does those before hotel mode. So, right, Buster? All right, we're now at 13. Keep an eye on that. That's squirrely. It popped up to 13.3. Hey, we got some traffic up here. Who is that? That is Delta 504 going from Orlando to LAX. So here we are off of Defuniak Springs. And there's Delta. Adam Tang. MCO to LAX. 32,000 feet. Oh, I like that. Take a picture now. There's Delta going to LAX. Any picture? Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Guys, see that? Check that out. The flamingo. Drops to paradise. Really cool. I really like that. Drops to paradise. Alright, we're level at 13,000. We have our cruise in at 206. We're on our way. We're just about ready to pass Defuniak Springs. Let's take a look at some of our fuel measurements. So Defuniak, we needed to be at 24.48. We're at 25.90, so we're pretty far ahead on fuel. We're supposed to be at Defuniak at 20 minutes. We're there at 19.16. Orlando, we should be at 16.07. So 16.07 would be the extra 15 minutes plus our alternate plus our I just noticed something. Plus our wow, CAE. KCAE. When did that happen? I thought it was K Tampa. It's like Savannah. KCAE. Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, that's why we have so much fuel on board. Well, that's a big old miss. Is that what I really filed? Holy crap, I did. Well, we're going to Tampa, so sorry, OFP. If we have an alternate, we're going to Tampa. I'll have to keep an eye on that with SimBrief. I guess when I updated things, it picked that out. Maybe there was bad weather in Jacksonville and Tampa. Not sure. Tampa looks great weather right now. Oh, we got someone passing overhead at 10,000 feet underneath us. Twin Otter underneath us. You guys see it anywhere? At 11,000 feet. On the same Victor Airway. Yeah, I don't see him. Must be in the clouds. Let's go direct to Seminole. Normally we'd be asking ATC for these, but we'll see. Why isn't any of this showing up on my radar? Alright, so let's do a couple things while we're here. We don't need 119.9 anymore. Let's just put in a tower. We're hopeful we'll have center. But let's just put in the tower just in case for Orlando. Let's put in Orlando's ATIS. Whoops. No way. Can't be the same thing. Has to be user error. Orlando ATIS is for departure. It's 120.525, but what about arrival? $121.25. 121.25. Good night. Same thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Shrek. So we're going to go to BITTE schon. Alright, so we're going to come in BITTE. We could always hold it BITTE if we want to do some practice. Do a hold. And we're going to come down 13,000, 13,000. I wonder if it has us. When does it have us? Somewhere before Shrek it has us going down. You can see Shrek 5,000 would be, once we leave Wind, 5,000 is game on. Prior to Wind, 2,000. Shrek. Go straight. How about the two? How about Wacos and Wind? Huh? clear the discontinuity here. There we go. There's Wacos and wind. Can't quite pick it up here, but okay, that makes sense. It looks pretty seamless from Stinky. We're gonna do the RNAV. Let's take a look at the RNAV. Let's start getting it rolling. Bosch at 6,000. Khaki at 5. Hervey at 4. How about that for a stepped approach? Hervey. So it starts at Hervey. Which is 12.3 out. I'm good with that. So we just need to be at 4,000 to Hervey. You can see Banya goes in to Hervey at 4,000. Mandatory 7,000. Interesting. Missed approach would be 3,000 feet. Direct to Presque. Alright, let's go ahead and put in 290. $200 feet. That tells us our current time down here. Tells us flight time, I guess, is 30 minutes. We've been 31:20. Let's see if it goes to 31 once we get up here. Yeah, I don't know. our system's looking. Fuel flow. So we're burning 640 kilos per hour. $640 per hour. So basically, oh my God, we've got a lot. Alright, we're back. Airflows are good. Hydraulics are good. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some of this stuff. Flight plan, we're all good there. Payload, we're all good there. Oh, it gives us all our speeds. That's interesting. So that's a good reminder. Because we're not used to flying this one, we're flying to 42 usually. Landing gear extended 185. I wouldn't think so. Lowering 170. Retracting 160. 185 on the flaps, 150 on the next on landing. Ooh, takeoff 15. Interesting. So it shows, why would it say takeoff? I guess you better not have it over 185. I guess that's the whole thing. Don't speed over 185 with your flaps down at 15. Alright, so approach flaps will be 185. Landing flaps will be 150. Gear is 170. Okay. And we have all your other stuff. All your other operating speeds. Performance. Oh. Alright. So we're going to be coming on a 9,000 foot runway. Let's see if that's true. It's 9,001 foot. Pretty good. I like that. We will have reverse thrust. Conditions are dry. What if it was wet? Wow. Moves us up by 700 feet. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, what is there? Wow. Like water. Like standing water goes to 3,000. Snow? Ice. 35. Interesting. So we went from 2,000 to 3,500. Let's just leave it at what? In Orlando, you just never know. Someone at 34,000 feet above us. There he is, going to Las Vegas. Orlando to Las Vegas. What else do we have going on here? So takeoff data is here. Landing data shows us what our VAP is. So we got our V approach, and then we have our go around speed, right? 127. I haven't done a go around lately. All right, so you guys want to do a hold? Maybe if we hold, we'll get ATC. BITTE. Looks like it's 124 inbound. Holding. 132 inbound. How about 124 inbound? And it'll be a right hand turn. So let's execute a hold at BITTE. Maybe we'll get some ATC by then. And it should be interesting to see how we exit the hold. Clear to exit next. Okay. So I guess once we've done it, then we just clear this next position. Really simple. Really simple. There's also a hold at Wand, 130. 10 nautical miles, by the way. See, it says 5 nautical miles there, but it says it wants a 10 nautical mile. I'm not going to do 10 because it's just going to take too long. But that's how we normally would do it, huh? Speed, I would think we're okay at 207. $200 indicated, so we're gonna be okay there. There's like all of a sudden some showers. Where are we on? Is it that far away? Is it 80 miles away? That's just great. We're going to be holding in the rain. You asked for it. some precip. TAT is 11 Celsius, so we're fine. Okay, so we got our takeoff data and landing data. Aircraft is fine. Maintenance. Wow, you can repair the engine. So what we've learned is it does not update. Our METARs does not, they don't update. So we have to constantly be looking at SkyVector or something like that. Orlando right now is 180 at 7, 10 statute miles, few at 2,000 feet, few at 7,000 feet, scattered at 25, flight level 250, or I should say, not flight level 250, it's scattered at 25,000 feet above ground level. And then we have altimeter 29905. So let's go ahead and pipe some of these bad boys in to the perf page now that we're getting a little closer. 29.905, right? Yeah. And Windsor's 180. 08. What did I say? 07. There we go. Keep it in there. All right. Flying a little bit through a little bit of weather that's not showing up on our radar. Is there any reason why? There's a little bit next to BITTE. We're not getting any rain, strange as that is. Should we get some rain here? Gonna wash the windows. Cross wand. Oh, here we go. Auto ATC Jacksonville Center advises cross wand at and maintain 11,000. 11,000. Okay. All right, we're gonna put the kibosh on the beat. So. And we're going to go to wand. And so they're telling us to wand. Cross wand at and maintain 11,000. Isn't that exciting? I wonder if I hit VNAV right now, what happens? We got 80 miles to go before wand, right? I mean, wand is, yeah, pretty far out.
Orlando International Airport arrival ATIS information Charlie 14530. Wind 186 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,000. Few clouds at 7,000. 25,000 pairs. Temperature 31. 2.26. Altimeter 29905. Simultaneous patches. ILS runway 17 left. 18er. Notices to air mission. All aircraft contact ground control on 124.8. G closed between Home and 4. Taxiway Hotel 2. Apex and U. Operate mode C on all airport surfaces. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Charlie.
Okay, we have information Charlie. Let's keep it on.
Orlando International Airport arrival ATIS information Charlie. 1453 Zulu. Wind 186 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2000. Few clouds at 7000. 25,000 staggered. Temperature 31. 2.26. Altimeter 299.5. Simultaneous patches. ILS runway 17 left. 18er.
Yeah, I can't. Didn't pick that up. But let's go ahead. We know we've got Oscar. Charlie, I mean. Oh, just went off. Oh, okay. So what time do you need to be there?
2:45. So I can do 2:30. But if I were to go to Delonica, I'd be coming right back down. And I'd have to go back again.
I'm glad you checked.
Yeah, I thought it was right around Delonica.
Oh gosh. Where is it? All right, we're back. So he's wanting us 17 left, 18 right. Let's do the ILS 18 right. Let's set ourselves up for the ILS 18 right. course is 185. All right, decision altitude is going to be 300 feet. And 4,000 feet will be our deal. Hull up, naval. All right, let me use the restroom. Hemi Tuffy. I want more. I want more to this approach. Let's go hull up. Alright, the start of descent, FMS recall. Landing elevation, it should be 100 feet. Not sure why it's not set. I thought it's supposed to set automatically. FMS, nav, and perf, they're all set. Decision height, yes, set. Arrival briefing, we've done it. In our head, at least. Approach. We got approach 124.8. Yankee would be good.
Good morning, Orlando. This is Delta 46er at 14,000. We are going to be brushing your airspace in about 9 minutes, but we're going direct to Miami from there.
Delta 4069er, Orlando approach, radar contact, about 50 miles northeast of the Orlando airport. Good evening.
Orlando approach, Silver Wings 68, direct Shrek at level at 11,000 with information Charlie.
Silver Wind 68, Orlando approach, good evening, expect ILS 18 right approach.
Roger that, we'll expect the ILS 18 right approach, Silver Wing 68. Hooray! We like that. We win. We we guessed right.
Orlando Southwest 3402, 6.3. I will promise you the Apollo 600.
Southwest 3402 Orlando approach. Good evening, radar contact just next to the Orlando airport. How you doing? Clear direct Buffy, climb maintain 16,000.
Buffy up to 16,000, Southwest 3402.
So per the arrival, we have to leave Stinky at 115. We're heading to 115 right now. Let's make sure we have any final things we need to put in here. Approach 1995, winds 180 at 7. Alright. We want to get off at Yankee. We want to vacate at Yankee. $6,000 feet. I mean, that's a long way. We'll just let it go. Alright, so we got our localizer. Let's just double check. 111.9er, 111.9er. 18 right, check. Course is 185, we've already put that in. Tuffy is 2,200 feet, which will be our last point. Final approach fix, I should say. Last point. Decision altitude be 300.
3402 Orlando Center. Jacksonville Center is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a nice flight.
Okay.
Southwest 3402 Jack Center offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Orlando approach, this is Delta 4069er. We are requesting direct to Sarco, Sierra, Alpha Romeo, Charlie Oscar, after Mallet, if that is possible.
And Delta 4069er, I'm sorry, say again your request.
Can we request direct to waypoint Sarco, Sierra Alpha Romeo Charlie Oscar after Mallet, Delta 46
Delta 4069er, clear direct Sarco.
Direct Sarco, thank you, Delta 46
Okay, let's go heading now.
Silver Wing 68, it's going to maintain 6,000.
Descend to maintain 6,000, Silverwind 68.
Silver Wing 68, fly heading, let's see here, fly heading 120.
120 on the heading. Orlando approach, Silverwing 68. Confirm altitude 5,000, descend.
Silver Wing 68, going to maintain 6,000.
6,000, roger that, Silverwing 68. Okay, here we go. 18 right. We're in. Everything's set. We're manual. Now that we're heading mode, let's go to VS1. We're set. Darn it. Crap. Alright, we've armed. Okay, we're at 170. Let's slow down.
Delta 4069er, Miami Center is offline, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Thank you, have a good night, Delta 46
Silver Wing 68, turn right heading 170.
Right, 170.
And Silver Wing 68 is going to maintain 2,500.
2,500, Silver Wings 68.
Approach JetBlue 1083, good morning. Descending to flight level, well, set it through throttle.
JetBlue 1083 Orlando, approach radar contact about 35 miles northeast of the Orlando airport. Good afternoon, squawk 2642.
Squawk 2642, JetBlue 1083.
Silver Wind 68, the Orlando airport at your 1 o'clock, about 20 miles, report in sight.
Airport in sight, Silver Wing 68.
Silver Wind 68, roger, clear for the visual approach, runway 18 right.
Clear visual, 18 right, Silver Wing 68.
JetBlue 1083, I see you now, good evening. Are you descending via the get out one arrival?
JetBlue 1083, affirm.
JetBlue 1083, roger, expect vectors, ILS, runway 18 right approach.
Expect vectors 18 right approach, 1083, thank you.
Alright, let's go ahead and seatbelts, landing lights. Altimeters, cabin altitude, good. Nope, no emergency. First notch of flaps.
Silver Wing 68, cross the Orlando VOR at or above 2,500, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Okay, we're going to cross the VOR at or above 2,500, clear to land, runway 18 right, Silver Wing 68. Where is, that's Tuffy.
Orlando approach, good morning, JetBlue 717 with you, passing 12,000.
JetBlue 717 Orlando approach, radar contact, good evening. Descend via the get out on arrival, expect vectors, ILS, 18 right approach.
Expect vectors 18 right approach, JetBlue 717.
That's interesting. Landing gear, not yet. Let's get the crew.
JetBlue 1083, fly heading 240, that's going to maintain 3,000 vectors for the ILS.
Flying heading 240, those are 3,000 vectors, ILS 1083.
Alright, my airplane. Okay, I'm gonna fly it in. Cabin crew, landing gears down, flaps.
Orlando arrival information, Delta current, winds 180 at 7, altimeter 29er, 9er5.
Got 3 green. Let's go ahead and get our TLO low speed is good. Icing external lights. We're good on our lights, right? No, we got our gear down, so let's go ahead and get it open. That was interesting because he held us. Put more power. Alright, let's go ahead and get we see Yankee.
JetBlue 1083, turn left heading 210, join runway 18 right, localized.
Alright, we're continuing.
Left 10, design 18 right, localized, JetBlue 1083.
Minimum.
JetBlue 717, turn right heading 240, that's going to maintain 3,000 vectors for the ILS.
240, JetBlue 717.
Right heading 240, that's going to maintain 3,000.
240, just to maintain 3,000, JetBlue 717.
20. 10.
Ooh, is that a tail strike?
Silver Wing 68, welcome to Orlando, left when able and safe parking.
We're going airside 1, gate 11, Silver Wing 68, vacating here at Juliet.
Silver Wing 68, roger, airside 1, taxi via Juliet, cross runway 18 left at Juliet.
Okay, we're going to go to the gate via Juliet. We're going to cross 18 left. Silver Wing 68. Flaps up. Let's get the landing light off. Bam. Strobe off. Radar off.
JetBlue 1083, the Orlando Airport at your 12 o'clock, about 15 miles reporting sight.
Copy, report in sight, 1083.
JetBlue 1083, roger, cross the Orlando VOR at or above 2,500, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Cross the OR 2500 are above 18 right, clear to land, 1083, thank you.
Should have kept my strobe on. Flight controls, flaps are up. Trims are good. Landing and strobe lights are fine. Anti-icing.
JetBlue 717, turn left heading 210.
210, JetBlue 717.
keep messing up that taxi. Ooh.
JetBlue 717, the Orlando Airport, 11 o'clock, about 1.5 miles, report in sight.
Air inside JetBlue 717.
JetBlue 717, roger, clock across the Orlando VOR at or above 2,500, clear visual approach, runway 18 right.
Cross at or above 2,500, clear visual approach, runway right, JetBlue 717.
Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I see. Okay. Or 13, I thought it was. Well, we'll go to 11. Yeah, it was 13, gate 13. But let's say we got shifted to 11. Alright, let's go ahead and put our parking brake on. And let's condition out number 1. It's got a feather on number 2. Now we're in hotel mode. All right. See how this looks. That's impressive.
JetBlue 717, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clear land, 18 right, JetBlue 717.
JetBlue 1083, welcome to Orlando. You're going to hit South Terminal.
JetBlue 1083, affirm, South Terminal, Charlie.
JetBlue 1083, roger. Terminal Charlie, taxi via Echo Bravo, cross runway 18 left at Echo.
Terminal Charlie, taxi Echo Bravo, cross 18 left on Echo, JetBlue 1083, back.
Alright, let's get the people. The people are probably like, what's going on? And there they go. We've now disembarked. Let's get the A-cars going. End of flight on the A-cars. Successful. I do think we might have had a little tail strike. Jesus. But, you know, maybe we have to send props to paradise to maintenance. Let's go. Let's take a quick look around. Ah, she looks good. Couple flat tires. Yeah, I really like this airport. A lot of fun. A lot of space. A lot of space. The chart says airside 1. I guess that's a mistake. Maybe it's not. Oh, we got a little funky shadow going on here. Alright guys, that was fun. So we got cleared for the visual, and what was very interesting was, which was cool, and I thought we would just be able to fly down the ILS on the visual, but he then threw in the wrinkle of you need to cross the VOR at or above 2,500 feet. The ILS has it at 2,200 feet. So we had to disengage the autopilot and stick to 2,500 feet and then try to get down. Where it was tough to maintain speed, or not maintain, tough to not exceed speed on our way down from there. But we did fine. Disengaged the autopilot, tried to stick it at 2,500 feet as best we could, and then head down. It was helpful to have the flight director. Of course, we had a LOC and GS already in there. Just we had no autopilot, so we're just flying the flight director at that point. Yeah, no, it was good. We really. I have to go back. I think we dilly-dallied on the way down to 6,000 feet. That kind of cost us because we had to really build up a lot of speed. We had to put in a 2,000 foot descent just to get
JetBlue
to where we
717,
needed to
welcome
be.
to Orlando. Yeah, you're parking on the South
Glad we
Terminal,
did it,
Charlie.
because had we not done it, we would have been screwed.
Airside 1, gate 3 for 717.
JetBlue 717, roger, airside 1, taxi via Echo, Bravo, Bravo 5, cross runway 18 left at Echo.
Alright. Let's see, make sure that we've done our ACARs. Alright guys, it's been a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead and sign off here.
Airside 1, taxi via Echo, Bravo, Bravo 5, cross runway 18 left at Echo.
Echo, Bravo, Bravo 5, cross runway.
And we may head back out to Fort Lauderdale. I don't know. Or we may go back to Pensacola. So, or we may jump in and go to Nassau. Who knows? We've got a whole bunch of things. Zemo's online, which is weird. We never see Zemo. Top-down service for Nassau is up. Alright guys, we're going to sign off. We mean it this time. Alright, clear skies, warm tailwinds. Warm tailwinds, clear skies? No. Clear skies, warm tailwinds, and more Buster.